exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rides the back on the option to give. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. Sweet cut there. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely good.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. FIU will line up to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Caught, close to the marker, it's Barnes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Give to the running back. Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. Turning it on. Oh, just keeps moving. Touchdown, App State. He shed tackles right and left and housed him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vs FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught near the sideline, it's Stone.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running free. Touchdown, Florida International. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll try the left side. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Swan. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 1st down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to pass, it's Swan. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Stroman. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Swan. Caught over the middle, it's Barnes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And the offense defense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. It's on target and complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got a man, it's Payne. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's another FIU.
The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Can hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Owens.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. Smacks it with the stiff arm. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Swan. With the catch, it's Dozier. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Dozier. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Roberts. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Swan. Got the back over the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle, H. McNeil. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He leaves it with the back. And some room to work. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. The Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. It's a draw. Got room to work. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the 2nd level. Beautiful execution.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They go to the ground.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Swan. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McNeil. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out into the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the grab. It's McNeil. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football. Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense. To give to the back. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mountaineer. David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game. And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic. I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. Good timing on the quick out. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep. Gives it on the option. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game. To the air, it's Jenkins. Caught behind the line, it's Owens. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Yeah,
And you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's McNeil. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Touch pass on the run. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, FIU. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Back to the ground game on the left. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Under fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hamlet. Thrust that arm out. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, App State. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Drops it off to the running back. And good coverage by the defense just to... game. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Really nice job there by quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's paid. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put them in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
FIU pushing tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Jenkins. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This time he's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Here's a heat. He's got him. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida International. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Swan. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Runs through a tackle. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Touchdown, App State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Got his man quickly. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
FIU pushing tempo.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That's caught. It's Payne. Turning it on. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. immediately call timeout. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back to pass, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.
Number 37, on to kick it away.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.